back to before you guys leave for Wisconsin. You saw an advertisement in the newspaper. It is early December. Break is just about to happen. You're you have a PhD, you're a well-known professor of physics at the Women's University at Brown University. And so you have plenty of, like, student assistants who can take over your classes and, and that kind of thing. You saw an ad in the paper that said, what was it, ghost hunt in Wisconsin, all expenses paid plus $25, and the dates were given as early December. You'd probably be gone for about a week, and it looked like it would be a nice vacation. And the name there was a name and address. You were too busy to really get around to it until about the 3rd of December, when you decided to go visit this William Rockefeller. And so you guys are sitting around the table. You've just finished introductions. You've just made your basic plans. He and Felix have told you about the train tickets when there's a knock at the door. Pop, 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 pop. Or do you want to ring the bell, or do you want to knock?
I'll knock.
Okay, it's a very nice house in the Blackstone neighborhood. What?
We're still eating duck.
You guys are probably on dessert and coffee.
Shit.
Yes, the duck was adequate. It wasn't great, but it was good. And so there's a knock at the door, and it's answered by this gentleman right here.
Felix has a
And he
face.
says, "Yes, ma'am. May I help you?"
Hello, I'm here inquiring about the ghost hunt trip.
Oh, yes, ma'am. If you could come in, I will introduce you.
Okay.
And he takes you in. You go into a dining room, and there's several people sitting around a table. Looks like they're finishing up a meal. And he says, "Mr. Rockefeller, I'm sorry, he would have gotten your name. He would have asked what your name was."
Dr. Alison Blake.
This is Dr. Alison Blake. She was interested in your advertisement. Now, this is the first you heard from her. The other people had contacted you in advance, and then you arranged this supper. She just kind of just showed up.
A doctor of what?
I'm a physics professor.
And why would you be interested in a ghost hunt?
I thought it would be a fun vacation.
I can't argue there. Well, what does the group think? Do we have room for one more?
Why not?
Why not?
Do you guys want to quickly physically describe your characters to Helen?
I am a water buffalo.
Looks like
Wow, man.
curly brown hair, gentleman with glasses. You've got, what does Rockefeller look like?
I'm just basic.
Brown hair, brown eyes. What's your appearance? I mean, are you good looking?
Yeah, 12.
Okay, pretty good looking guy. Looks like a man, wearing pants. Must be a man. Short hair, but kind of pretty in the face.
Okay.
Tan complexion. He looks Cuban, that's right. He looks Spanish. Brown hair. You don't have a beard, do you?
Just like I got a full beard, but like an Irish.
Would you want a full beard in a boxing? I guess it wouldn't matter. Okay, yeah. So he's got a
Soften the blow, right?
So he's got a beard. Blonde lady here, also tall, right? And are you wearing your uniform? Okay. Wearing just nice clothing. Are you smoking?
Not right now.
Okay. And then what does Miss Kennedy look like? Oh, that's right.
Rich.
She looks like a flapper.
A flapper.
Flapper. She's wearing very nice. Well,
She's holding a very heavy coat because Wisconsin. And
well, no. This is still at dinner. We're returning back. Yeah.
Okay.
We're returning back to the dinner that night.
She has very short hair, brunette, heavy makeup, and a flapper-like dress. And she's very, very tall. You notice that.
And I can see myself dressing professionally.
Mm-hmm. Like in a kind of a suit with a dress.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I would see that too. There you go. Are you guys going to introduce yourselves to her?
I'm not drunk, I understand.
You tell her your names. Do people shake her hand? How do you want to do this?
I'm Irene Kennedy.
Nice to meet you.
You are?
Dr. Blake.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Blake.
Dr. Blake. That's what you can call me. Okay. Is anybody else going to introduce yourselves to her?
I believe you know who I am, Mr. Rockefeller.
Yes, nice to meet you, Mr. Rockefeller.
I mean, you don't have to. You have a 2-day train journey. In that time, you can find out people's names.
Okay.
Basically, the next, it's a couple days later on the 4th that you board the train, which takes you west, going through the states of Pennsylvania, Ohio, up towards Indiana, Illinois, and then up towards Wisconsin. Over that time, you will learn that other people's names are Thomas Adler, who is a psychologist. Alexe Hernandez, who, what do you say you do for a living? Do you say? Okay. Just Alex Hernandez. He looks like manual labor or something.
Jack O'Malley.
Jack O'Malley, who...
Fox.
Are you ever going to wear a uniform, or are you just in regular clothes?
Just regular clothes.
Okay, so what's your name? What's your character's name?
Abigail Daughton.
Abigail Daughton, and then you already met Miss Kennedy, so. You pull into the station in Rhinelander, Wisconsin. Everybody has their luggage. You got enough clothes to last a week or two. There's a lot of snow on the ground, probably a couple feet. A lot of it looks fresh. It wasn't a problem for the train, but you don't see any vehicles moving around. Actually, you see horses and sleighs being pulled. It's probably one of the only ways to actually get around in or out of town. Rhinelander's a good-sized town. It's the county seat, and it's around noonish or so when you guys arrive.
I tell you to flag down a horse and sleigh.
Yes, sir.
Perhaps two.
Felix starts making arrangements.
This is why I brought him.
He returns and he says, your cousin's inn is about 8 miles from town. I've gotten 2 sleighs for us.
Sounds good.
And you guys are all bundled into sleighs. We'll just go boom down the middle. Or no, we'll go boom down the middle.
No, I wanted to take Kennedy and Adler.
Okay. You make a big stink about taking Candy and Adler and get them in your sleigh. You grab her by the... How do you do it? How are you going to get them in your sleigh?
Well, actually, hold on. Well, me
Yeah,
and
how
Miss
you gonna
Kennedy,
handle
because
this?
we're higher society, but like...
Just tell me how you're going to...
No, I'm asking the question. Out of these people, who seems to be the most highest of society?
What's your credit rating? Is it 75?
75.
Boom.
Okay, us three.
Okay, and
We'll take
Felix?
the sleigh. Yes, and then I say, and your sleigh is...
How are you? So you're just grabbing these 2 women by the arm and kind of like pulling them towards you?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm
Or
just
grabbing
like,
their
"Come with
luggage
me."
for them?
yeah, I'm like, Felix, would you grab the bags for me, Kennedy, and Blake in that sleigh, and then the other sleigh for my other companions?
Very good, sir. And so he starts to move the luggage around, and you guys can get...
I gave him like a dirty look for that.
Who? Felix? Or him?
Yeah.
Him? Okay, so you make a spot hidden, Kyle, see if you even notice this.
For your fucking trip.
Plus $25.
$25. What am I doing? Spot hidden?
Spot hidden.
I don't spot shit.
You don't see it. You're too busy with your rich friends. We haven't figured out how much money you make. We're going to just leave that for now. Helen will figure it out before you leave today.
Okay.
You 4 get in one sled. The 4 of you get into the other sled. And
Shotgun.
or the other sleigh. What you've got is you got a driver, and then you've got room for everybody in the back. And they head you up. They head you up the road out of Rhinelander. It takes probably about an hour.
8 miles?
3 miles through the snow with horses. Yes.
I didn't know how to do this.
Yeah, they're not very fast actually. Yeah, and before you spot the house, it's on top of a hill, and you can see a small lake or a large pond on the other side. There's a lot of trees, a lot of snow. The snow is very deep. You see tracks going up to the hotel of sleighs before you and horses, and you arrive at the sign out front. Says where the hell is it? The Good Rest Inn. There's double doors in the front. There's lots of windows. If you guys, I didn't print out a picture of the building because I don't have a really good one. But lots of windows. It looks like it's an older building, possibly revolutionary or maybe more of 1812 era, 1800s probably. But it looks like it's been highly renovated. There is an electric line that runs to it. I guess there's probably a telephone in place. There's smoke coming out of 2 different chimneys. It's very peaceful, and it's a very quaint-looking house. The sleighs pull up, and you guys disembark and can go into the big double front doors.
You do.
You find a gentleman sitting behind the front desk, and Kyle, you recognize him as your cousin. Let's see if I can find his picture here.
Would I recognize the cousin?
There he is. Robert Townsend. Probably not. He's a bit removed from the Rockefeller family. You can actually give me a credit rating roll, and
This
we'll
guy
see
didn't
if it's
learn how to
somebody that
eat until he was 4.
you've read about. Is that a yes or no?
No.
Yeah. Okay. He's like, Rockefeller! He stands up, hands across the desk, and checks your hand.
Can I call him Robbie?
Robbie.
You don't know it. You guys don't know each other very well. My
Yeah.
goodness.
Oh, anyways.
We've got quite a crew here.
Ah, yes, well, you know. I always like to bring a few companions for any journey. And these people seem fair.
Well, I've only got 2 rooms. The others have been rented out, so it's going to be a bit of a crunch. I hope that's all right.
Oh, we'll make do.
Very, very good, very good. Here, I'll get you settled in, and then we can talk in my office. We can all talk in my office. I can let you know what's going on. He comes, here's basically the good rest inn, if anybody's interested in taking a peek at this. He goes to the back door here, and he comes around. He helps everybody with the luggage. You and Felix help with the luggage as well. And he's looking over your party as you go through. There's it's a real nice sitting room area right there. The lobby has high-back chairs, large blazing fireplace over here. Looks like ample stock of wood, courier knives prints on the walls. The dining room area is also part of that, and it looks like it's a large, elegant, homey dining room. He mentions to you that food is served at dinner only, but that if you have requests for meals other times of the day, he'll arrange it. You go upstairs where there's just a single hallway that runs the length of the house. He points out the men's and the women's bathrooms upstairs, and he takes you past several rooms that have closed doors, and then he opens these 2 for you. It's going to be kind of tight. Some people are going to have to sleep on the floor. The beds are big enough that they can hold 2. They're probably like double beds, if you want. And he looks you over. He says the gentleman, and he kind of like gestures towards most of the men. He includes you in that, by the way. Can have 1 room, and I suppose the ladies could have the other, or however you want to arrange it. That'll make the gentleman's room rather crowded, but that should be fine. I'll give you some time to settle in. I'll be back downstairs at the desk. Thank you so much for coming. It's really strange things going on around here. And then he heads on back down the hallway and down the stairs. They're very small rooms. You could fit 4 people in each room. People would have put 2 in the bed and 2 on the floor. It would work. You obviously do not expect this big of a party.
Alright, well, I didn't know there were going to be a shortage of rooms. I will increase everyone's pay by $5 to compensate. However, it must be known that I will be taking the bed every night. You gentlemen can play a game of chance for who sleeps with me, I suppose.
Would that be the winner or the loser, sir?
Oh, Felix, you can!
Anyway, you guys can figure out Did your character have a gun or anything? Did I ask you that?
I didn't put a gun in my stats.
But would your character want to carry a gun with her in a trip like this? Entirely up to you.
Probably not.
Okay. Then you just don't have one.
She always has one.
Well, you're paranoid. Okay, so, we can real quick, who's going to be in which room?
I don't want to be in the same room with this guy.
Well, hold on, let's just do it smart.
Wait,
Okay,
you
women
two
here
would
and
cause
men
a
here.
fight. Yeah, I don't want to be in the same room with this guy.
It's the girls.
It's not true.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You can
I know. Alex would have a fight with O'Malley.
Ah, yes, I forgot about their little
Okay, that makes it easy.
We have to come about
So, are ladies going to be on the front, or are ladies going to be on the back? How about that? This is the front of the hotel.
This is the women and this is the men.
Okay, so ladies are on the front, and, well, ladies and Alex, and the men are on the back, and,
Now, Alex, don't do anything to get you in trouble now.
No issue.
O'Malley
Be a
laughs.
gentleman through and through.
Yeah, I got it. I'm sure it'll be just fine.
Okay, so you guys get settled in, you get your suitcases, you get kind of unpacked or whatever, and get comfortable. They're really nice little rooms. Right now it's cozy and warm. Outside there's snow, so it's kind of picturesque. What do you want to do?
I let everyone know that I will go talk with my cousin to get more information about what the hell we're doing here.
Okay.
Is there a little, porch with an awning in front of the main double doors? Like stairs and all that?
It's just a stoop.
I'm just going to stand outside, just stand on the stoop.
Yeah, you can do that. It's not snowing right now. It's cold out. It's
So I thought I'm going to be the landmark going farm, so I think if you're right on the stoop, just kind of taking the scenery a little bit.
Yeah, it's beautiful out here. I mean, very just lovely. Are you going alone, Kyle? Does anybody want to go with him to go talk to Tolson? Tolson.
I was kind of like...
You said that
he was my cousin.
You said that, but is anybody going?
Oh, shit.
It's not like you...
I control all of you!
Nobody wants to go?
I'm on the stoop, so...
I'll go with you.
The good doctor suggested you to go.
I just walk off.
Okay, you can just follow him?
Sure.
Okay. You can do anything you want. It's a role-playing game. Okay. So you two go downstairs, and back to the front desk. He takes you back to a little office. I think it's here on the map. You can see it. There's a little office there. And as you go to sit down, he introduces himself to you as Robert Tolson.
What time of day is it?
Around 1 in the afternoon, maybe?
Not late enough.
Okay. No, it's not night yet or anything like that. He says, well, it all began about a month ago. Guests started complaining about small things disappearing or being moved from their rooms, other minor annoyances, and then they started to see things. One said that he opened his room and he found a gaunt, bloody man within who gave him a crinkly smile and then faded away. Another swore she saw a black cat on the roof the size of a horse, and still another ran screaming from the inn, yelling about some creature that had been under his bed. And so I'm getting a little worried. If it gets around, it could really spell the end of my hotel. You're welcome to stay as long as you need. I'm sorry that we don't have more rooms for your party. I really didn't expect this many people. But and you'll have free run in place. You can go any place in the hotel that you want to go. Dinner served promptly at 6. You can tell your companions that. There's a light breakfast and lunch available on request. My cook has also fled after some of these weird stories, so I'm doing all the cooking as well. So my hands are kind of full, but that's all I know.
And are you sure that your guests are of a good mind?
Well, I think so. One of them's British. There's a British man.
Well,
he has a mustache. There's a woman staying in one of the rooms. She goes out every day. I'm not sure where she's going. There's a big man staying in one of the rooms. He goes out every day. And then there's a little thin man who he's been kind of locked up in his room. I think he's an inventor. I think he's working on some kind of invention. It's a little exciting, I think.
Alrighty then. I will go tell my companions all that you have given me. You said dinner at 6, yes?
Dinner's at 6, yes. That's when prepared dinners. If people have their needs during the day for other meals, then I'd be happy to prepare them.
And you said we have the run of the place.
Of course, yes.
Does that mean that I will have a set of keys, or I must go?
Oh, no. I've got to give the other guests their privacy. But you're welcome to go any place public. My room is, he points to this other door. He's like, that's my room, but there's probably nothing in there. But you're welcome to go in there if you want. You can look through the office, through my files if you want. I don't really have a lot. The kitchen, you're welcome to just go into the kitchen. And then I guess the only places that I would rather you don't go, just walk in, is the other guests' rooms. But you're welcome to talk to them.
Do you mind if you go ahead and hand me the files that you have?
Oh, I've just got the deed here.
Oh, that's fine.
He takes a look. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Here's the ledger. So you can look through the ledgers if you want. They're all above board. Here's the deed of purchase for the property. This is a folder of this is some paperwork. I don't know what this is. I haven't really looked at it yet. And then he's got a bookshelf, and all the books are kind of like mundane kind of books, just regular books.
Okay.
That's all he's got.
All right.
And the deed's official. It's all stamped by the Rhinelander, what county is this? By the Oneida County Records Office.
Out of curiosity, how long are you guys playing for today?
Till 5.
We usually play till about 5, yeah.
Okay, because I've got to leave early. I have to pick up my brother on the parkway.
Oh, okay. What time? When do you have to leave?
Probably about 4.
Okay.
All right. Well, let me go speak with the other people, and I will see you at 6.
Very well.
All right. I take all of the ledgers and books and stuff upstairs, and then I go into I knock on the ladies' room.
Okay.
Yes.
I have some documents. Yeah, I was say documents. I have some documents that need to be gone through. Give some to you all, and then give some to my other
Anything in
companion.
particular you're looking for?
Not sure. Just maybe something that might line up with something weird going on here. Something about a giant cat and a bloody man, and it's all just rubbish. I don't know what he's talking about. The guests that he have here are seeing things, and I am of the idea that these guests are not.
Of sound mind and body.
Yes. Not that this is a bad place. It's a very quaint little nice
I mean, could it
place,
just be like some gas leaking through the air making them see things? It's always into that.
Yeah.
With the maintenance.
It's very possible. I say we just check through these records and then we can go through maybe other building records that they might have about what was here before and stuff like that. But start with these and then I'll go meet with the others.
Sounds fair.
There's probably also records about the property in town. You guys would all know that.
I like that picture right there. Dogs.
Playing Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah.
I guess I gave them. Does he keep records of every guest that has been here?
There's like a guest book out front.
A guest book.
He didn't
give
it. But it's out front. You guys can just take a look at it.
Oh, okay.
You guys all signed it, probably, if you wanted. You didn't have to.
I guess I gave them the deed and the ledgers, and then what books did he give me?
He didn't. It was just it was just some paperwork, loose paperwork.
Oh, okay. Alright, well I just gave them half and we have half.
Okay.
How about that?
Okay. You guys look through that stuff for a couple hours. It basically gives some of the earlier owners of the property. Daryl Moss, and Timothy Moss were previous owners, and it notes that they owned property from 1841 to 1922.
Wow.
There's not a lot of details, but it looks like that the building was built about 100 years before, and apparently has stood the test of time. There's also some contractor notes about stringing wires, stringing electricity out here, setting up toilets and water, along with a water storage unit so the toilets would work because you're far outside of town. A pump connects to the local well. That's about it. It's there's not a whole lot.
Okay. Am I with the guys now while we're reading these things?
Yes.
Okay. So, Mr. Adler, if a patient came to you and said that they saw a cat as big as a horse, what would you think of them?
I would say they were completely out of their minds, and there must be something wrong.
That's what I was thinking. My cousin told me that one of the guests here thought they saw a cat as big as a horse. Oh, these people these days, I tell you. Wild. Crazy. Makes me wonder what they're smoking. Speaking of which, none of you would mind if I lit up a pipe, would you?
Not at all.
Wait, what is she doing in my room?
You're with the girls.
With the girls, the ladies, there's not much more information than that either. There is a note that something about James Mothwood and his diary at the library.
I take note of that because last time we were looking for a bunch of random books as well. So I'm like,
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, those disappeared.
She's like,
Okay.
Out of character question, well, I guess actually character question, do I know anything of the Moss people, or the...
No, you never know these people.
Alright.
oh wait, I actually know his mouse. I forgot about that.
Do you?
I know it's your victim.
Oh yeah. Somebody's been busy.
Alright.
You haven't already cast it yet.
No,
Keep that in mind.
no, there's two too.
That's after. It's probably about 3 in the afternoon by the time you guys get this
Diary
information.
of... What's the diary?
James Mothwood.
Mothwood?
Mm-hmm.
So there's moss and then mothwood?
There's nothing else that I found?
No, nothing of real interest. You guys can share the information with the opposite groups about some of the things you found.
I'll just walk in after we're done and be like,
Okay.
So where are we at? Find anything interesting?
I only found one thing that's possibly, but we'd have to go to the library for it.
Well, I will pay for the sleighs if you would like to make the adventure.
It's good for me.
I think I'll stay here and catch up with the cousin a bit, and probably take a look at the guest book and see who else is here.
Find out who's helping.
All right.
You can have Tolson make a telephone call into town, and the sleigh will be sent out. But it'll take probably over an hour to get there. So probably about 4:30. Who wants to go into town to the library? You going?
You going?
I'll go.
I'm not preferred.
Boom, boom, boom.
I'll go along with Jesus.
1, 2, 3. Just the 3.
I'm gonna get some food.
Okay. You guys are heading into town. You also notice the county seat. This is the county seat. So there's also the county courthouse. You would definitely know it. You probably don't care. You would definitely know that the county courthouse will also be where all the county records are kept. So any land records on this property would also be there.
Okay.
So you know that. And you're heading for the library. What do the two of you want to do? There's a small library in town. County courthouse. There is a small newspaper
I
office
asked
in town.
her what she covers. Just
Yeah. I'll do the same thing.
That's for what?
Hi, is there anything in particular you're looking for?
We're looking for a memoir called The Diary of James Mothwood. The Diary of James Mothwood.
my boy.
The Diary of James Mothwood.
I will go look in the M's.
Look under is it do a decimal system of things? Look under this section. That she pointed to the correct one.
Hi.
It would probably be the historical section.
I'll look with him.
Okay.
You can each give me a library use check.
What do we do for that again?
Okay. So the number under library use.
Nope.
Whatever you got number there.
75?
Yeah. You want to roll that or less on your percentile dice.
71 out of 25.
Okay.
So that's a fail.
55 out of 75.
Okay. And actually,
Can I just ask the librarian to take me to it?
yes, you can do that. What you find is, Helen, you don't find the Mosswood thing. What you find is an old letter. Part of a letter dated August 26, 1880.
Okay. You
that
have this
seems to
really
be
well
of
planned
interest.
out.
I tend to do that.
I'm going to ask the librarian where the diary is.
You're looking for the diary of Mothwood, right?
Mothwood.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
Why did I not cut these up?
You're more than welcome to share these two. What you found.
Oh,
Because we're me and her are with you.
I found this letter.
Yeah, you would be with him because I'm getting the librarian.
Yeah, that was too dumb to actually. That is of interest in James Mothwood.
I found the diary. What's that you got there?
Oh, it's okay. It's a letter
What's regular laughing?
Tragedy struck today. Someone. Oh, wow.
That's the kind of reaction I love to get from players. Oh, wow. I had a photograph one time where I showed my players, and the guy was like,
Oh my god. That's terrifying.
it was amazing.
I'm nearsighted, so I feel like it was.
What was it?
It was actually an artist rendition of people that were trying to get into other people's houses. But they acted like they didn't know how to open doors. They were like zombies. So they'd come and they'd look in the windows and they would try the latches and they wouldn't think to try to break the doors in. And this was artist's
We need to
rendition.
look more
It's a
into
creepy
Gareth
picture.
Moss and the legend that the Indians gave about Texas.
Oh, okay.
So when you look up property and legends, local legends of the Indians here, and
Okay.
again.
By the time that you've done all this research, by the time you managed to find that letter, which took the longest, and you two failed to find the diary and finally asked for help, it's probably getting close to like 8 o'clock at night.
Wow.
Yeah, library use check usually takes about 4 hours to actually find anything useful.
How late is the library open till?
They're open till 9 o'clock actually.
Okay.
And but you're hungry is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Handle that however you want. You'll probably have to wait till today's a Monday. You'll probably have to wait till the next day if you want to do anything at like the records office and stuff. They probably close around 5 p.m.
Okay, shall we go get dinner?
Well, check on her. That's
Well,
Oh, you were asking about the Indians?
we still need to look up the property and see if we can get any information about that Harrington fellow and Moss.
Harrington
But
and Moss.
they're about to close up in an hour. That's it.
I
No, you're
mean,
doing fine, Daniel.
well, we could call it to say we'll be here in an hour and just take that time. But that we need at the hotel. I mean, still at the kitchen. And most people would be closed by now. Things tend to close at sundown.
Yeah.
Or
Let's stick with you, Lassie.
Your guess is that any government buildings will be closed by now. The newspaper office might be open, but it's possible that it'll be closed for like people coming in at this point. They're probably still working.
blue collar laws.
There's no recall. Henry Ford has just instigated a few months ago the 5-day work week, so he was kind of a trendsetter for that.
But everybody's gonna probably.
So are you staying at the library? You're still trying to find out what you can?
Mm-hmm.
What are you asking? What questions are you asking? The librarian in the history section is willing to help you out.
I'm with her now.
I'm assuming all three of them are
Okay.
together.
Oh, okay.
You found this information.
We need property information and geographical history of Jagler Hill and
Oh,
Juggler
you mean
Lake?
Juggler Hill?
Juggler.
Oh, Juggler Hill is north town. It's up there. It's towards the
Any
lake.
written information? Like books.
Oh, I can. Oh, I don't know if anybody's ever. Oh, let's look. You know the. Okay. What else are you gonna ask her?
Superstitions around the lake, mainly Native American, Indians, Redskins.
Yeah, Indians. That's what they're calling this area.
Yeah.
The Native American people, the Indians in this area were the Menominee. She can actually show you a map. Handout 1. I did a terrible job of separating these out. Ignore this handout 1. You guys have already gotten it. The Menominee were in this area. She thinks that Juggler Hill was named by the Indians, but she's not sure. You guys do some looking around. They don't have any information on who owns what lands, and she does suggest that you go to the county courthouse for that information, to the records office. Any other questions?
Do you have any memoirs or information about Garrett Moss or Jeb Harrington?
No, they don't have either one of those. You guys found some pretty obscure notes, is what you found.
And then she asks, is there information about the Menominee Indians or where I could find a reservation?
There's no reservation. There are no Menominee in this area that she knows of, like, as a culture anymore. She knows that there was some altercations between the Menominee and the early settlers in the 1800s. But otherwise, the Menominee have... she's not sure if they got taken away during the whole Trail of Teal, the whole Andrew Jackson issue, or what happened to them, but there aren't really any Menominee Indians in the area anymore.
Alright, do you have any books about previous altercations, their history?
Yes, you can find one. There's not a whole lot. There was apparently some settlers killed in the early 1800s when they were trying to drive them out of the area. That's about it.
Nothing about their culture or anything?
And her assumption is all Indian culture is the same, right? She's a local who works at the library.
Kennedy's just like...
I have one question.
Mm-hmm.
What was Juggler Hill known as before it was Juggler Hill?
As far as I know, it's always been Juggler Hill. It's out there where that new inn is, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Out by the lake. Jenny Lake? I think it's Jenny Lake.
It's Jenny Weber Lake.
Jenny Weber, yeah. One thing she can show you is a county map.
Okay.
Or a Rhinelander map. And this one is not marked, but up by Jenny Weber. Here's Jenny Weber. Boop, boop. Rhinelander's right there in the middle. That's the county seat. So if you guys have an interest in that, you can look at it.
Okay.
If you see Rhinelander, it's up and to the right slightly is Jenny Lake, and then the hotel is just the side of Jenny Lake. I don't think I marked it on that map.
Here's Jenny Weber.
Jenny Weber Lake. That's what I meant. This lady calls it Jenny Lake. Who knows? Okay, what's the plan? Do you guys want to get another sleigh back
Where's
up?
the hotel we're staying?
It's up by Jenny Weber Lake.
Okay.
8 miles out. That's why it takes you guys so long to get here. Meanwhile, at the hotel... You guys had a nice dinner.
We're having a good time. I'm drinking.
Felix actually
Daddy's drinking water.
asked if you wanted him to help in the kitchen with your cousin, since he seems to be at such dire straits.
Wait, could you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me and Felix will give him a hat.
You're gonna give him a hand too? Oh god.
Oh gosh.
Flour everywhere.
How do you make biscuits?
He makes fairly simple meals that are just tasty, and Felix helps out. You guys can pitch in, kind of help him out, because about an hour before dinner time, he was in there just trying very hard to make enough food for everybody. And seemed to be struggling. You do get to meet some of the other people who are staying at the place.
Of course.
Here's Randolph Schwartz. He's a really big guy. He's got a Chicago accent.
Oh, no.
I need you to make a knowledge check.
He's your dad.
That's weird.
Oh, there's that map.
Oh, hi, Dad.
Here's a prop that I was going to hand you. All my stuff got all mixed up.
I made it.
You recognize the name Randolph Schwartz. He's a boxer from the Chicago area.
Everybody's on.
I'm not
Drop
making-
off trees or something? What's going on? I've boxed.
Chicago.
Boxed.
He's 6'7". He is a professional boxer from Illinois.
Chicago accent.
Wait, he's professional Chicago boxer?
Just a reasoning by the stuff.
Would I have heard of him?
He's Irish.
No, New York is your
I'm sorry, dude.
venue. Remember, New York and Providence.
Chicago.
And you don't really follow
What do you
boxing.
think big boxer? You think Russian dudes?
Let's see who else. Okay. The British man comes down. There he is. He introduces himself as Maxwell Smythe. Oh, very nice to meet you.
Wait, that's the inventor guy?
No. Inventor guy you don't see. You don't see the guy. When you ask Tolson, he's like, no, he must still be up in his room. I take him a meal up, but he doesn't eat very much. And here's the lady. She has features that are. Her face and body give the impression of being crudely carved out of a large rock.
Oh. Weird.
She tells you she is a Bible saleswoman.
Oh, fun. Shut the door.
Alright, so I have...
These are people you meet in the course of the next few hours at dinner time.
So I have Miss Daughton, Mr. Hernandez, and Adler with me.
Everybody's there except for Dr. Blake, thank you. Dr. Blake, O'Malley, and Miss Kennedy.
Okay.
And Felix. Felix is probably in the kitchen most of the time while you guys are having supper.
Okay,
So it's two next to you.
are we in close proximity with these other people that if I say something to my group, they would hear it?
You can take your people aside so that they won't hear.
Okay.
It's not hard. I mean, you could just go around the corner up towards the lobby. You got the map of the hotel here. There's a lot of little places that you can get away. Have you guys did you just help for dinner? Did you, 1, 2, 3, want to do anything else in the hotel that afternoon?
I was going to explore.
You're going to explore?
I feel that.
Do you want to go with them?
Yes.
Nice.
What do you want to do?
I was going to retire to the sitting room before the fire, looking back over the paperwork.
Okay, great. Yeah. So you're just having. They do have a liquor cabinet. So you can have some brandy or some whiskey or whatever you want.
I got a medical bag in the girls' room.
Okay, good. Yes.
I was like,
That works. Yeah. It's like a doctor's bag. Like
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Yes. No problem.
That's
All right. So you two are going to explore. Where do you want to explore? Here's the map. Tell me where you want to go.
Sweet.
okay. Do the
These rooms are kind of inaccessible. They're private.
the room? Yeah, that's not the rooms that are occupied.
They have people's
They're
names.
mostly together.
first place
Yeah.
accessible. It's good.
Here's 367. You can check the bathroom.
Just to go
right
around
next
the
door.
room.
Yeah, I was thinking like the farthest. Is this it? Like, there's no upstairs.
It's a 2-story building.
Oh, it is. Okay.
There's probably some attic space. There's like. You'll need a ladder. You need a ladder because it's just one of those ones where it's just like a board that's over the thing. There's no like fold down steps.
Okay.
But Tolson can tell you that there is a ladder available at the shed outside. You have to trudge out in the snow, but that's okay. I mean, if you want to, you can go up there. He says it's empty as far as he knows.
Yeah.
He hasn't used it for anything yet. There's plenty of storage in the place.
There might be more to find in the attic.
Let's do it. Let's go to the
Okay,
attic.
so you go outside, you get the ladder, you bring it back in. It's a tall step ladder. You climb up into the attic. I think there are some windows that allow in some light. It's dusty and dirty up there, but it is. He was right. It's empty. He hasn't actually used it for anything.
Okay, so there's nothing there.
Yeah, it's empty.
Okay, no.
It's kind of chilly up there. That's okay. Hey, you go back. Do you take the ladder back outside or?
Yeah. that's
Okay.
all.
So where else do you want to look? You have several hours. You have a couple hours till before dinner.
Second floor, let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do that. Let's check the second floor out where there's no.
Which one's the second floor?
Stop writing on your chair.
This one.
No, I'm just
Second floor's here.
Okay. Oh, I can see this one.
Like I said, these are your rooms. These are kind of unavailable because they have guests and they're locked up.
It's fine.
There is a closet at
Yeah.
the top of the steps. It's being used as you can look in there. It's used as a linen closet. It is
That's the one
very
in the linen
roomy.
closet. I smell weird shit. So.
No, that was.
It's a two-story, correct?
It's a very yes, 2 stories plus the attic. It's a very roomy linen closet. There's a lot of room to store other stuff in there as well. There's some cleaning supplies, that kind of stuff up there as well. But otherwise, windowless, empty, very warm because the chimney goes up through it as well from the big downstairs fireplace.
I mean, we're up here. It wouldn't hurt to just be like, what's in here?
Yeah. I'm
So,
assuming that's what
yeah.
you're doing is you're
Yeah.
looking through the linen closet. And you don't find anything really of interest. Linens and cleaning supplies. Where else?
I mean, this is available, it seems like. Besides our rooms, have we really searched in our rooms, or at least theirs, like the opposite room?
You haven't been in the men's room really. Your room, you've seen everything to see in that room. There's not much to it. Each of them has like a chest of drawers and a wardrobe and a bed.
What do you think we should do?
In this room? Or what?
If anywhere else?
Can we go talk to the people?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Are the people that said this, they saw weird stuff still here?
No, those are all people who were here before.
Let's ask them if you.
As far you talk to Tolson, as far as he knows, the guests haven't seen anything.
Is this
Yes.
retro stuff before dinner?
Yeah, this is while you're in the kitchen helping with dinner. They're kind of looking around the house.
Okay, when am I done doing that?
I don't know. Why? What do you want to do?
I was gonna check on my people.
Do a spot hidden. You're helping in the kitchen.
Okay.
Spot hidden.
I really hope I spot it.
97. No, you don't spot anything unusual in the kitchen.
What time is it? Wait, I'm helping in the kitchen, so it's
You're
like
helping in the
6.
kitchen till supper. Then you guys all have supper together. You meet some of the guests in this time, kind of a nebulous time period while they're in town. And then you'll still have a few hours after supper before they get back. I'm assuming you guys are going to get another sleigh to bring you back after you've done with your
Yes.
research.
Just let me know when we're back to current time, I
Like,
guess.
I'm assuming we get back about 10-ish.
9.
9, 10.
You get to hear all these terrible stories about the cold from your driver. Oh, I remember. Actually,
Okay.
yeah, okay. Yeah, you hear about that new fella. Sleigh ride people hear about the new fella up there at the Good Rest Inn. They're not paying attention. Go ahead. What are you guys doing?
Okay, so we're going. I guess they're. Whatever. I guess we're going to find the people that are staying here.
Okay.
We're going to talk to them.
So after
No,
supper,
that's
that
what
would
I
be
wanted to talk
that
to
would be
them
after
about.
supper that you guys can all meet and you have dinner together, and then you can talk to anybody that you want.
I
to.
gesture them all to come with me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Where are you going? Upstairs?
Just somewhere where we can talk privately.
You can go around the corner of the lobby there. Yeah.
Okay, alright, so.
So you've got everybody who's here with you. Except for Felix. He's in the kitchen doing dishes.
Alright, so my cousin told me that there are 4 people staying here among us, and I think to cover our bases quickly, so we can enjoy our time here in Wisconsin, we should handle this as quickly as possible, and all of us undertake one of these people to talk to. I would like to talk to the one who is not currently downstairs, which is the inventory. There is a boxer. Did he ever say what he was?
Did you ask? Did anybody want to ask? You had dinner together. If you tried to find out anything about these people, like basic information, you could have it.
I thought my cousin kind of introduced us. He's like, oh, there's the.
No, not really.
Okay.
You kind of met them as they came in for supper.
Okay. So I
But
guess
you
we
can.
just,
You
we
can
just
have that.
exchange names. I
Yeah,
guess,
you can.
for
That's
all we
fine.
do. Okay.
You haven't found out one about
So there are 3 people downstairs that we must talk to: Mrs. Dalbar, Mr. Smythe, and Mr. Schwartz. Which ones would you all like to talk to?
I'm just Schwartz.
Actually, as you're talking, Smythe comes towards you and he goes out the front door. Just telling you what's going on.
Then I guess 2 of you can talk to Mrs. Dalbar then. How does that sound? Okay. Alright. I will go seek out this tour. Just if they've seen anything or why they're even here. Possibly could give us some clues. I will go meet with my cousin and try to learn a bit more about this inventor before I barge into his room.
Okay. Your cousin doesn't have any information about the inventor. His name is Teller. Edward Teller.
Okay.
He's a small, thin, blonde man. I think he's from out west somewhere. That's all he knows, though.
Well, hand me the plate that you usually give him for supper, and I shall take it up.
Oh, okay. And he hands it off to you.
Okay. I'll just go up there.
Okay. I'm going to deal with everybody else first, though.
Okay.
You're going to find Schwartz. Schwartz is sitting in front of the fire. Just kind of like napping almost, like leaning back on the couch, like just totally relaxed. What do you want to say to him? What do you do?
Okay, well, is he sleeping or is he almost
You don't think so.
sleeping?
You don't think so. You think he's just kind of like drowsing after a heavy meal. He ate a lot.
Is there a chair?
Yeah.
Adjacent?
Yeah. There's a couple of the chairs right there. He's like sitting on one side of the couch. You can sit on the couch too.
Okay. I'll just kind of go up, stand behind on the other side of the couch.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be like, Schwartz. You know,
yeah.
Also, I'll be like, what do you think of that supper, bud?
Yeah. Oh, that was good. I enjoyed that supper. Yeah, that supper's good.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, like punch that supper. Yeah.
Oh, gosh, yeah. Well, I used to be a boxer myself, you know.
What he said? What?
I used to be a boxer myself, you know.
Did you?
Really? Really, tiny man?
What's your character's size?
Tiny
What is your
man.
character's size?
Dude, my character is 6'5".
Oh yeah.
Really? Yes.
I think he has a really big
My
size.
character's 6'5". Yeah.
He kind of looks you up and down what he can see, you know, because you're leaning over the front of the couch. You look like you've taken a few punches.
You look like you've been off a lot.
Ask him if he wants another one.
Stay in character.
Okay, so I say, I saw in a newspaper ad about taking a paid vacation, so I came here with a few strangers and heard this place was haunted. What, have you heard anything about that?
Ryan, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Ain't no such thing as ghosts.
I think so too. I've seen some weird stuff.